I'm Lance Lysowski from the Buffalo News at KeyBank Center, where the Sabres just defeated the Los Angeles Kings 7-0. Not the result many people have expected. The Kings were just coming off a 4-0 win over the Edmonton Oilers. Pretty good team to beat, and only 3 days ago. Well, they came to Buffalo, and it's been a while since we've seen an opposing team look that bad. To the Sabres' credit, though, they looked phenomenal. One of their best performances of the season, and while 6 different guys scored goals, ukko-pekka-Luukkonen had his 4th shutout of the season. One player to focus on right now is Jordan-Greenway. 2 goals, an assist, +4 rating. Unquestionably the Sabres' best forward in this game. From defensive standpoint, his line with Casey Mittelstadt and Alex Tuch really set the tone in this game. First shift, they had the Los Angeles Kings hemmed in their own zone for almost 90 seconds, and it continued throughout the night. Now, Greenway, acquired almost a year ago from the Minnesota Wild for a 2nd-round pick and a 5th-round pick. And at the time, people were questioning how much the Sabres gave up for Greenway. He was struggling, dealing with a shoulder injury, had fallen out of favor with the Minnesota Wild for one reason or another. Well, he comes to Buffalo, and he had still dealt with that injury late last season. Well, he's healthy now, and he's certainly looking like the player that the Sabres envisioned they were getting. Not only is he playing that defensive role that he was so good in with the Minnesota Wild, but he's also elevated his game. He's playing in a prominent role. He's on the power play. He's their best penalty killer. And the final shift of the game on Tuesday night really illustrated how important Jordan Greenway is to this team. Sabres are up 7-0, just under a minute to play. Ukko-Pekka-Luukkonen has a shutout going. Greenway huddles his line mates together in the defensive zone and basically tells them, we have to shut this down. They wanted to get Luukkonen the shutout. Over the next 20 seconds or so, Greenway blocked a shot, Erik Johnson blocked a shot, and to cap it off, Dylan Cozens dropped down and blocked a shot. Puck hit him right in the wrist. He's okay. But that goes to show you that if a player is struggling with one team, that doesn't mean that they just can't play in the league. Jordan Greenway was a very good, effective bottom 6 player for the Minnesota Wild for 3 or 4 seasons. He comes to Buffalo, trusted to play a bigger role, trusted to play with more talented line mates, and I wouldn't even say talented, but more skilled. In this game alone, he's with Alex Tuch and Casey Mittelstadt, whereas in Minnesota, a lot of times he was with Joel Eriksson-Ek, who's just an outstanding 2-way player, and Marcus Foligno. 2 very good NHLers, but they don't have the sort of skill, the sort of finishing ability that you're going to get with people like Alex Tuch and even Casey Mittelstadt. So, we could talk about ukko-Pekka-Luukkonen's 4th shutout of the season, which is the most by a Sabres goalie since Ryan Miller in 2011, 2012. A lot of guys lit up the score sheet in this game. They were rolling 4 lines. This was the Sabres' most dominant performance of the season. Without question, it's their best game since that 9-goal performance against the Toronto Maple Leafs on home ice almost 2 months ago. But Jordan Greenway acquired the deadline last season, and although that wasn't necessarily a move to help the Sabres win then, just given the injuries Greenway was dealing with, how challenging of an adjustment it is to join a new team, fit into a new role, it certainly paid off for them this season, and guess what? He's under contract for another season as well. I'm Lance Lysowski of the Buffalo News. Thanks again.